Douala produced a minor tremor in the opening Group E game in Japoma. Sierra Leone, who are only returning to the AFCON tournament after a 25-year absence, held title holders Algeria to a 0-0 draw. Goalkeeper Mohamed Kamara emerged man of the match after foiling all attempts by a lackluster Algeria to score. Usually, when we hear a goalkeeper is man of the match, it is easy to think the team parked the bus before a superior opponent. But no. Simply put, Algeria were disappointing on Tuesday. They didn't dominate the play, and had Sierra Leone shown more maturity, they might have caused more damage to Algerian Eagles. The mixed zone was the perfect illustration of this disappointment. Most of the Algerian team crossed the journalist head down, tongue-tied, ignoring even their own national television, who had traveled 2,550 kilometers to see a glorious start to their title defense. Only a couple had the brave heart to answer some questions, speaking mostly Arabic. In the post-match press conference, coach Jamel Belmandi, who was clearly frustrated, had this to say.
On a manqué de lucidité, d'instinct de tueur dans cette surface parce que c'est un match qui doit finir, on le sait. Si on marque ce premier but, ça peut finir en 2-3-0 aujourd'hui, l'affaire est réglée. On n'a pas su marquer ce but-là, on a eu des occasions franches. On s'est projeté, on a été dans cette surface de réparation. On a autant d'opportunités à ce niveau-là, il doit y avoir un résultat derrière ça, donc c'est ça qui frustre absolument.
The mood was significantly higher for Sierra Leone, who backed their first point against Africa's top team and bolstered their ambitions ahead of their next game against Côte d'Ivoire on January 16. Coach John Keister had not been taken seriously by anyone when he said he had a squad that could cause Algeria some problems. His team spoke for him on the field.
My people on the other side working very, very hard, and you guys have done very well for Sierra Leone. We'll look at the things that we need to do. We need to do better going into the two last matches. What I don't want is for us to put ourselves under pressure as a country. Let's take one game at a time, work around it. Because if we start thinking that way, then, we're starting to do the wrong things. I think we're just going to go back, work around the things that we need to work very, very hard and just make sure we get something out of games. I think that's very important for us. I think for us, we've come out with the mentality about getting something out of games. And that's what we thrive on. And you can see the amount of work these boys are putting in. A lot of energy is going into the work. So hopefully it carries on.
In the mixed zone, almost every Sierra Leonean player paused to bask in the performance. They certainly didn't win, but produced some good football, showing the world how much their football has developed, despite not boasting the likes of Mahrez Manchester City, Aissa Mandi Villarreal, Benrahma West Ham, or Slimani FC Lyon. Mola, take out your notebook and note that the next breakout stars of the continent could be coming from clubs like East End Lions FC in Sierra Leone.
Coming into this game, we knew we had to give everything. It was going to be difficult, and we're happy for the good result. Yeah, the next game is something to look forward to. This game has given us confidence going forward, moving forward, and so we just had to give everything and then see what happens.
We didn't win, so it's not a victory, but the result is a very good result for us and it's a good way for us to start the tournament. We're a very optimistic team. Everyone might think we're underdogs, but we have a good spirit in our camp and we're ready to play.
Well, it's not a difficult match because we are also good. We train as a team, and Sierra Leone, we are big. We have ambition to carry the cup back home.
It's a game of football. We have 11 players each, both teams. The result is fair anyway. If you think about the ranking in the world, it's an upset.
After the lessons of Tuesday, it will be foolhardy to continue to describe today's Côte d'Ivoire against Equatorial Guinea at 8 p.m. as a heavyweight versus lightweight battle. African football, as unpredictable as it can be, could yet spark many more surprises as the tournament unfolds. Côte d'Ivoire and Equatorial Guinea are match ready, judging from the team's training and pre-match statements.
Très heureux de faire partie de cette compétition majeure sur ce continent africain. C'est toujours un plaisir de venir représenter un pays, un drapeau, un maillot. Donc nous sommes très heureux et très excités de démarrer cette compétition.
Some insights on today's match.
Les éléphants n'ont rien à y voir. Le mauvais sort qui leur tombe dessus, ils ne l'ont pas souhaité, mais sont obligés d'y faire face. Patrice Baumel, sélectionneur de la Côte d'Ivoire.
C'est pas évident, on vit dans une période difficile, aussi bien sportivement que dans le monde entier. On sent que ce Covid nous paralyse tous. Donc déjà heureux de pouvoir faire cette compétition très importante pour le continent africain. Il fallait qu'elle ait lieu, donc je suis très heureux.
La situation difficile n'empêchera pas les éléphants de garder la trempe haute. Patrice Baumel.
Forcément, lorsqu'on est à la tête d'une équipe comme la Côte d'Ivoire, on se doit à chaque match d'aller chercher les 3 points, de gagner. Donc on s'attend à un match serré. À nous d'être au niveau et de jouer notre football pour essayer de bien démarrer cette compétition avec 3 points.
Face à des adversaires absents en 2017 et en 2019, le Nzalan national, par la voix de son sélectionneur, affirme être prêt à rehausser les couleurs de la Guinée équatoriale lors de cette Coupe d'Afrique des Nations. Ils sont confiants et positifs, mais gardent à l'esprit le poids des éléphants de la Côte d'Ivoire. La dernière rencontre entre la Guinée équatoriale et la Côte d'Ivoire remonte à la Coupe d'Afrique des Nations organisée par le Gabon. Le Nzalan national s'était incliné 3-0. Mercredi à 17h au stade de Japoma de Douala, la revanche sera-t-elle consommée? Seul le ballon rond nous le dira.
The little surprise, however, was the nearly empty seats in the Japoma stadium, confirming the trend that fans are not queuing up to see the games as expected. In a city that is the country's business hub, with a long and rich history of club football, and one of the 2 host cities of the 1972 AFCON, it is awkward that many more Cameroonians are not taking advantage of the entertainment on offer. GT Clary pays tribute to the effort of Sierra Leone and Algerian fans today.
Journalists, volunteers and security officers were the first to get to the Japoma Stadium to ensure that everything goes according to plan. Supporters of both teams started arriving about 3 hours to game time, and they brought the fun with them. The prognosis for the encounter were also given in all confidence.
Victory will defeat Algeria. We are in a very much high spirit. We'll definitely, by the grace of Allah, defeat Algeria.
Fans of Team Algeria were more discreet in their arrival, but in the stands, their presence was greatly felt. The Japoma Stadium did not pull in as many fans as anticipated, but the excitement that comes with football was not watered down.
Mola, COVID-19 or not, we saw many more people during the Euro on a continent punished by the pandemic. The empty seats that has been previously a Maghreb syndrome is also happening here in Cameroon, a land where people are unarguably football crazy. Imagine our relief at seeing a half-full house in Garwa. Every footballer will tell you, the crowd lifts up their spirits. May the real fans please stand up. I'm Bobenat Fonkamuta, technically assisted by Yannicka Yangma, reporting from Roger Miller's village, Japoma, Douala, host city of the 2021 AFCON.